Today's drills focus on one thing: perfect pronunciation of fluent English. Today's drills will make you sound like you learned English from a native speaker and not from a textbook in school. In fluent English, the word sure is pronounced sure. Sure. We will keep the actual spelling, but listen closely to the pronunciation as we work with it in the following constructions. In standard English, we're saying, "Are you sure you want to hear this?" Are you sure you want to hear this? Are you sure you want to come with us? Are you sure you want to find out? Are you sure you want to leave? Here's a different branch. Are you sure you're not going to need any help?
Are you sure you're not going to need any help? Are you sure you're not going to get lost? Are you sure you're not going to be upset? Are you sure you're not going to get tired? Are you sure you're not going to need this?
Let's look back at some earlier modules for some phrases that we're now ready to work with. In Module 1, we heard this phrase. I showed her a photo of the band. Notice how showed her sounds like showed her. Showed her. Let's work with it in the following construction. I showed her a photo. I showed her a photo. I showed her a map. I showed her my passport. I showed her my ticket. A simple way to create a new branch from this construction is to replace her with him. I showed him. I showed him.
I showed him a letter I got. I showed him a book I had. I showed him a fax they sent me. I showed him a new song I learned. I showed him a better way.
Also in Module 1, we heard this phrase. I was getting ready to work. Ready to work. Do you hear how ready to sounds like one word? Ready to. I was getting ready to work. So let's use it in the following construction. I was getting ready to start. I was getting ready to start. I was getting ready to go. I was getting ready to leave. I was getting ready to sleep. I was getting ready to call you. One last phrase from Module 1 that we need to look at is, but enough about me. But enough about me. This is a common expression in English, and in fluent speech it sounds like, but enough about me. But enough about me. Notice how the word enough changes to enough. Not enough, but enough. And notice how we drop the T when speaking quickly. But enough about me. Okay, now let's try it in this construction. But enough about that. But enough about me. But enough about my work. But enough about the weather. In this last part of today's drill section, we're going to work with a fluent English pronunciation rule. We never pronounce two of the same consonants in a row between words. For example, two T's. Don't touch that. Even in standard English, we would never say, don't touch that. Instead, we say, don't touch that. The two T's elide into one. Don't touch that. I went to the store. I went to the store. Those two T's are pronounced as one. No native speaker of English would ever pronounce those two T's separately like this. I went to the store. I went to. That sounds very strange, and it's hard to do. So, how would you pronounce the following?
I got 2 tickets.
I got 2 tickets. I got 2 tickets.
I sent Tom a text message.
I sent Tom. Send Tom. Similarly, we would never say two TH sounds in a row. For example, with the sounds like with the. With the. So how would you say the following in fluent English?
I went with them.
I went with them.
I write with this pencil.
I write with this pencil. With this. Similarly, two D's will blend together. I had a bad day. I had a bad day. So how would you say the following?
That's an old dress.
That's an old dress.
I saw Brad downstairs.
I saw Brad downstairs. There's only one D there. Two K sounds will join. Rock concert. Rock concert. Remember, it's a K sound, not just a K letter. Concert sounds like it starts with a K. How would you say these phrases?
I took Carla to the movies.
I took Carla to the movies.
We went rock climbing.
We went rock climbing. Also, we would never pronounce a K sound and a G sound separately. For example, you look great. You look great. The K is absorbed by the G. How would you say the following?
That's a big car.
A big car. Remember, car sounds like it starts with a K. Big car. We would never pronounce a B and a P separately. Put it on my tab, please. Not tab, please, but tab, please. How would you say this?
Go take a nap, Brad.
Go take a nap, Brad. Nap, Brad. In normal speech, we often have strings of such elisions, one after the other. There's 3 here. Can you see them?
Stop, Brad. Don't touch him.
The P and the B join. These 2 D's join. And these 2 T's become one. One more time. Stop, Brad. Don't touch him. We cannot list here all the consonant pairs that do this. So do what feels and sounds natural, and pay close attention to the pronunciation of native speakers.